Welcome to Foxborough Varsity Baseball on Cable 8 Sports, a special presentation of Cable 8 Sports. Today, it's the Foxborough Warriors hosting the Sharon Eagles. Foxborough comes in the with a lead record of 5-7, 7-7 overall. Sharon comes in with the same record of 5-7 and 7-7 overall. The last game, Foxborough lost 6-2, and Sharon lost 7-8. Now let's go over the starting lineup. For Sharon, the starting lineup. Leading off, the second baseman, Adam Silverberg. The center fielder, Corey McHugh. Batting third, the shortstop, Matt Healy. Let's go right to the action, leading off Adam Silverberg. And on the way with a bunt, down the third baseline. Fielded by the pitcher, over the first, safe. Beats it out for a single. Now out batting second, the center fielder, Corey McHugh. First inning, no score. Just underway. Run on first. The windup and the pitch. Ball one, 1-0 is the count. Looks over the coach for a signal. Steps back in the box. The pitch, runner takes off. Line drive to center field. Caught by the center fielder for the out. One away. Batting third, number 8, the shortstop, Matt Healy. Runner still in first, one out here in the top of the first inning. On the Foxborough High School baseball diamond. The windup and the pitch. Foul ball, out of play behind home plate for strike one. No balls, one strike to count. The only hit so far is by Adam Silverberg with a single. He's on first right now, being held on by the first baseman. The windup and the pitch. Foul back again. Out of play for strike two. No balls, two strikes to count. To Matt Healy, number 8 for the shortstop for the Sharon Eagles. Silberg takes his lead. The windup and the pitch. Line drive. Base hit to left field. Runners on first and second now with one out. Now up, Nick Sacco, the catcher. The windup and the pitch. Took it all the way for ball one. One ball, no strikes, runners on first and second. Grounder, the shortstop, the second for the out. Can't turn the double play. The two outs, reach on the fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, two outs now. Now up the third baseman. Ron Summerhays, the third baseman. Ball one. The pitcher for Foxborough is Adam Pitcher for Foxboro's Matt DeGeorge. DeGeorge looks in. Foul tip. 1-1 is the count. The windup and the pitch. Fly ball, short center field, and the shortstop puts it away for the out. 2 left, 2 hits, 2 left. After half an inning, no score. Fox will be coming up now. Foxboro's starting lineup. Leading off the catcher, Ryan Morshead. Batting second, the shortstop, Ross Gaffoon. Batting third, the second baseman, Mike Swanton. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Matt Morshead. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Phil Gardino. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Sean Sullivan. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Brian Dietzel. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Tim Cheney. And the designated hitter is Ricky Cardici. The starting pitcher for Sharon is Andrew Waterley. The team's Sharon's right now warming up. Like I said earlier, both teams are coming in with almost identical records. Fox was 5-7, so is Sharon in league, and they're both 7-7 overall. And they're both coming off tough losses. And I think about ready to, not quite ready at the start. Well, the umpires for today's game his home plate umpire is Dave Walker, and on the bases it's Frank Lawler are the umpires for today's game. Letting the pitchers take their last few warm-up pitches, and that's the last one. So about to get back underway. Ryan Morshead stepping in. He's the catcher. And let's see, Waterley's first pitch will be to him. After the catcher comes back and giving last minute instructions. First pitch. The windup and the pitch. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. A leadoff hitter for the Warriors. The second pitch. High inside for ball 2. 2-0 is the count. And the pitch. He attempted to swing at that bunt attempt. Counts now 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground to the shortstop. Over the first for the out. Coming up now, the shortstop, Ross Gaffoon. The windup and the pitch. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. One out. Bottom half of the first. 1-1's the count now. Now, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first. And the pitch. Bunt. Got past the first baseman. Third baseman couldn't field it. It will be ruled at least a hit. So Roscoe hits a single. Batting third, but now coming in the batter's box, the second baseman, Mike Swanton. Pitch. Ball one, low in the dirt. The catcher blocked it. The Sharon coach telling the outfield to get off the line. The windup and the pitch. And the dirt for ball two. Takes off. And is safely for a stolen base. Roscoe steals second. It's 3-1 the count. The windup and the pitch. It's now 3-1. It's 2-1 the count, sorry. Grounded down to first baseman. Misplay by the first baseman. 1 run's gonna score. He's going to second. And he holds up a second. Roscoe scores, makes it 1-0 Warriors. It's going to be a rule of single and error for the second. For Moshe to take second. Now up for the Warriors, Phil Gardino. 1-0 Foxborough, bottom half of the first inning. Overflow strike. 1 run in already. Moorshead's on second. Each on a single and error. Grounder, third baseman, over the first for the out. Two outs, 1 run in, runner on second. Now up the first baseman, Sean Sullivan. Sullivan calls for time. He steps out of the batter's box. Case steps back in. The windup and the pitch. Popped up. Third baseman foul territory for the out. So we got 2 hits, 1 error, 1 run in. Yeah, 1 run on the beginning, and after 1 complete, 1-0 Warriors. Give a second. Welcome back to the second inning of Foxborough vs. Sharon, with Foxborough leading 1-0. Leading off second for Sharon, Dean Weiner, the third baseman. Popped up, outfield. Outfield is converging. Pop picked up by the left fielder. One out, top half of the second inning. Now up, the left fielder, Aaron Berman. He's the left fielder for the team. Wind up in a pitch. Over for the strike. No balls, one strike to count. Fly popped up again. Landed in there for a single. Now up the pitcher, Andrew Waldeley. Runner on first. One out here in the top of the second. The windup and the pitch. In to do it. Catcher can't see it. Runner takes off the second. Reaches on the wall. Reaches second on the wall. Pitch. One ball, no strike to count. That was a wall pitch. And runner reaches, takes second on the wall pitch. And the pitch. 2-1's a count. The windup. Looks in, the windup, and the pitch. Foul tipped. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And the pitch. Strike 3. The first strike of the game. Now up, the designated hitter, Chris Pollard. Two outs, it's 2 outs, runner on second. Pitch. Liner to the second baseman for the out. So, 1 hit, 1 left. After 1.5 innings, 1-0 Warriors. Due up for Foxborough in this inning. Number 13, the first baseman Sharon Sullivan, the third baseman Brian Dietzel, and the left fielder Tim Cheney. They do up for the Warriors in this half an inning. They ruled that Mike Swanson's 2-base error in the first inning, but still 1-0. So there's only 1 hit in that whole inning. Warriors going for the second inning now. Tough bottom of the first last inning. And I think I'm gonna have like 1 or 2 more pitches. As the outfielder warming up by themselves. The umpires again, your home plate umpire is Dave Walker, and the base umpire is Frank Lawler. So far doing a pretty good job. And I think we're about ready to start. Bottom half a second, stepping up to the plate, number 13. Sharon Sullivan, the first baseman. Okay. Well, he's looking in for a signal. The windup and the pitch. Ball one. One ball, no strikes to count. The second pitch of the inning. And to do it for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to count. The windup and the pitch. Over for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The windup. The pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop. The first. In time for the out. We'll ground it out. 6-3 on the play. Now up. The third baseman, Brian Dietzel. The pitch. Inside, ball one. 1-0 is a count. 1 out. Ball in the second. 2-0. High and outside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Over for a strike. He's taking all the way. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. And the pitch. In the dirt, bounces up to home plate. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. The windup in the pitch. Grounded back to the pitcher. Pitcher throws it away, but not far enough for the runner to take off. Brian Dietzel reaches on an error by the pitcher. The second error of the game by Sharon. Near up, the left fielder, Tim Cheney. Pitch in the dirt, ball one, gets away from the catcher. Dietzel reaches second on a wall pitch. Both teams with a wall pitch. And the pitch. I think it's 2-2 is the count. Foul ball. Two and 2 is the count. The windup. The pitch. Lined out to the outfield. In the gap. Go all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. Tim Cheney reaches on a double. Dietzel scores. Makes the score 2-0. Runner now in second on the double. And the unearned run. 2-0 as the pitcher and the catcher talk on the on the mound. So the error looks big right now. Coming up, the designated hitter, Ricky Cardici. The windup, the pitch. Oh, pitcher back off. Foul ball. No ball. One strike to count. Fox was in the lead, 2-0. They're in the bottom of the second. 1-1 to count. Foul tip. 1-2 is the count. Right on second. Tim Chase on second with a double. 1 out. 1 run in. Grounder. The third baseman throws the first. In time. But Tim Chase takes third on the play. 2 outs. Runner on third now. Back to the leadoff hitter, Ryan Morshead, the catcher. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded the second. Grounded the shortstop in the first. Lined it out to the outfield. Right to the right fielder. So 1 run scored, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 person, 1 runner left. And after 2 innings complete, 2-0 Foxborough. Welcome back to the third inning now. Foxborough leads 2-0. Due up for Sharon here in the top of the third. The 1-2-3 hitters, Adam Silverberg, Coy McHugh, and Matt Healy. Adam Silverberg led the game off with a single. 0 for a strike, the first pitch from Matt DeGeorge. The second pitch. Foul tip. 0-2 is the count. Foul ball. Staying alive with a foul ball. The windup and the pitch. Foul back. Oh, 2 is the count. He's fouled off the last 2 pitches. Line drive to the right fielder. Makes the catch. Nice catch. By Tim Chaney. Now up for the Eagles, Corey McHugh. He's 0 for 1 today. He lined out to the center fielder in the first. Ball 1. Pitch in the dirt for the first pitch was in the dirt. The second next pitch. 2-0. High for ball three. 3 balls, no strike to count. The pitch. Ball 4. First walk given up. First walk by DeGeorge today. He struck out 1 and he's walked 1. Run on first now. Matt Healy is 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in the first. Eagles, no runs, 3 hits for 2 men in 2 hours. Run first by walk. Picked off throw, safe. The pitch. Throw for a strike. Runner takes off, foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Runner on first. To Matt Healy. Strike 3, strikes him out. Second strikeout. 2 outs here. Now up Nick Sacco, the catcher. Reaching a fielder's choice. Runner takes off. Strike. Runner gets the ball, gets in the outfield. But Corey McHugh gets a stolen base. No balls, 1 strike to count. Runner on second. Stolen base for Corey McHugh. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Sacco steps back in. He's behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes to count. 1 and 2 is the count now. Taking all the way. The line of pitch. High fly ball deep. The center fielder underneath for the out. Third of the inning, so 1 run left, no hits, 1 left, and after 2.5, 2-0 Foxborough. Sharon so far has 3 hits, I've left 3 men on. And give me 2 hours. Due up for the Warriors here in the 3rd inning, the top of the order. Ryan Morshead, Russ Gaffoon, and Mike Swanton. Oh man, Roscoe, Mike Swan, and Matt Morse had to do up here in the third for Foxborough. Roscoe scored the first run of the game. He singled, stole second, and scored on the first baseman's error by Swanson's hit. So here in the bottom of the third, 2-0 Foxborough. And we're just about ready to start the. Got one or two more warm-up pitches, and we're ready to begin the bottom of the third. Throw in the center field. Coming up, Roscoe 1 for 1 on the day with a stolen base. Andrew Wiley's in up for starting a pitching. Oh, for a strike. Foul ball. Way in the woods. 2-2 is a count. 0-2 is a count. 1-2 is a count. Fourth pitch of the inning. 2-2. Even count. And the pitch. And out for a base hit. To the left fielder. Roscoe reaches on a single. Mike Swanton, 0 for 1 today. He reached on a two-base error in the first inning. But the first baseman committed an error and back in the first. Roscoe's got one stolen base on the day. Back in the first. Ball 1. We got timeout. Coach coming out to talk to the pitcher. First time of the game, the coach has been out to the mound. 1 ball, no strikes to count. To the second baseman, number 25, Mike Swanton. It's probably time to get over throw the ball over the plate, throw strikes. The pitch is ready. Swanson's back in the batter's box. 1-0 is the count. Strike 1. 1-1. Good pitch. Throws over the first. Phone calls for time to clean himself off a little. The windup and the pitch. Lined out in the outfield for a base hit. Base play by the center fielder. Guffon's going to third. And he'll reach. First and third. Swanson reaches on a single. Gaffoon, the little bubble by the outfield was enough for Gaffoon to reach third. 2 hits here in the third. Nobody out. Matt Morse heads up. The right fielder. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Grounder foul. 0-1's the count. High fly ball. Deep left field. It's gone for a home run. Matt Morse with a home run here. It's now 5-0 Foxborough here in the third inning with no outs. Foxborough's hitting this pitcher pretty well today. On the third inning, no outs, 3 runs in for 5-0. Now up, the center fielder, Phil Gardino. He's 0 for 1 today with a flyout in the first. First pitch, terms a strike. Fly ball. Deep. Off the fence. He's running second. He's going to hold it with a double. Phil Gardino with a double. 4th hit of the game. The coach is coming to the mound. I think we got a pitching change here. Yep, we got a pitching change. We got a double switch here. Let's see. We got the first baseman now going to right field. So we got one. First baseman, right fielder now. Number 28, Chris Paul is now the pitcher. And the new first baseman, Sharon is number, Adam Warley, the pitcher. He's now the first baseman. So now let's go over the defensive changes here. We got Dan Wine, the first baseman. He's now the right fielder. The pitcher is now the first baseman. And the designated hitter is now pitching. So the pitching line for Andrew Warley is five hits, 5 runs. He's responsible for the run on second, and he struck out no one and he walked no one. Rough outing for Waterley. one of those runs is unearned. So with this pitching change, we'll keep right here. So coming up to bat now is Sharon Sullivan, unless they do a... Yep, Sharon Sullivan's coming up to bat now. Sharon Sullivan, he is 0 for 1 with a ground out. We're here in the bottom of the third. 5-0 Warriors. The first pitch. Foul tipped. Owens the count. The pitch. Grounder. Ball with the third baseman. Grounded out. 5-3. First out. Gardino didn't move from second. Now up Brian Dietzel. He reached and scored in the second inning. He reached by an error. By the pitcher. And the dirt for ball one. One ball, no strikes. Tend to pick up for a second. Here's the pitch. One and two is a count. Two is a count, I think. Pick off us, bluff the second. The pitch. Foul back. The windup. The pitch. Grounded back to the first one. Throws to third. Safe, he reaches. Brady reaches a fielder's choice. Fielder beats out, he goes to third. So, 2 runners on the corners. 1 out here. Looks in for the signal. Now up, Tim Chan, the left fielder. He's 1 for 1 with a double. In the dirt. Vito with a stolen base. Oh, for a strike. 1-1's a count to Tim Cheney. 1 for 1, they were a double. And to do it for a ball, 2-1. Three two is the count. We got a confidence on the mound. Two balls, one strike to count. Bottom of the third inning. 3-1. Three wins the count. Runners on second and third. Ball four. We got the bases loaded here. Tim Chan works on a walk. Ricky Cardici grounded to the third baseman last inning. Ball one. To Ricky Cardici, the designated hitter. On deck, Ryan Washhead. 2-0. He's in danger of walking in another run. We got another confidence on the mound by the coach. Two O's to count. Bases are loaded. Bottom of the third inning. Okay, about ready to conference over. The windup and the pitch. In the dirt. 3-0. Walk here would bring in Phil Gardino. One out here. Sean Sullivan's the only out. Three ones to count now. Ticking all the way. Wind up. The pitch. Ball four. Run scores. Six zip Warriors. The leadoff hitter, Ryan Morshead, 0 for 2 on the day. In the dirt, ball one. This pitch has come on and just thrown just almost all balls. 6-0, ball in the third inning. The bases still loaded. Ricky Dieter on first, Tim Chan on second, and Brian Dieter on third. 4 runs in here in the third. Foul ball. Out of play. 1-1's the count. One ball, one strike. One and two. One ball, 2 strikes to count. In the dirt. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. 3-2, counts full. Outside for a base hit. 1 run scores. That's it. Only 1 run will score on a play on a single. For Ryan Morshed. Now up again. Ross Gaffron. He's singled once this inning. He's 2 for 2 on a day with 2 singles. He lit off the inning with a single. Or batted around. The 10th man took him to the plate. No balls, 1 strike to count. 4 runs in. 5 runs here in this inning. One and one. One ball, 1 strike to count. 2 and 1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. 2-2. Oh, 6-3. Roscoe strikes out. 2 outs now. Bases are still loaded. Now up Mike Swanton. He's singled here in this inning and he reached on there back in the first. 1 for 2 on the day. Ball 1. 1 and 0 is the count. Time to pick off and nobody's staying nearby for a pickoff throw. One ball, no strike to count to Swanton. Reaches first, he's outfield for a single. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. 3 runs gonna score. There's gonna be a base clearing. Base is slowly clearing. Play. Swanton with another single this inning. It takes second on the throw. Seven runs are scored. 8 runs are scored this inning. Morshed up, he hit a home run early this inning. A 3-run home run this inning. Oh-2 is the count. Matt Morshed is trying for his second home run of the inning. The windup, the pitch, grounder, third baseman, over the first for the 3rd out of the inning. Eight runs come across. One left. 3 complete. 10-0 Warriors. We'll be back for the 4th inning right after this. Welcome back. We're in the top half of the 4th inning now. This Cable 8 Sports special presentation. It's 10-0 Foxborough. Now Ben Summerhays reaching a fly out. Fly ball near us. Apologize that we got away quickly. We only had one camera right here on the first base line. 0-1's the count. Fly ball. Third baseman going back. Take it by the shortstop. Benson is 0 for 2. He's flied out to both times to the shortstop now. Dan Weiner's up now. He's now the right field. He started at first, now the right field. He flied out to right field earlier in the second. 2-0. Once again, I'm Frank McDowell. We're here at the Foxborough High School field. It's one cancel. Apologies if we don't get all the plays. 2-0's they count. Grounded foul. We're doing the best to bring you this special Cable 8 Sports special presentation. Brown to the short, over the first, in time for the out. Two outs here. Fox has only given up 3 hits this whole game. Now up Aaron Berman, the left fielder. He reached in the second on a single. Skipped out of the way. Oh, we hit him. Hit by a pitch. Two outs, we're on first now. Now up. The pitcher, Andrew Waterley. Well, first base is now Andrew Waterley. 1 out of the count. He got pulled in the bottom half of the 3rd inning after a rocky outing. Two 2-0. We're on first. By hit by pitch. Excuse me. 3-0. The catch is coming in the mound. Conference. The Lions scored no runs, 3 hits, 2 men left on base for Foxborough. 10 runs, 8 hits, 3 left on. Wiley's back in the box. Walks on 4 pitches. Now up the pitcher, Chris Pollard. Inside for ball 1. Foul ball behind home plate. Ball in the parking lot. Bounce off a car. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Foul ball back. I think it hit something. That hit something in the parking lot. Three and one. Full count. 3-2 is a count. The pitch. We're out bluffed. But it's bases loaded now. 2 walks hit by a pitch this inning. Now up, Andrew Silverberg. Coach coming to the mound. First time in the game. Try to settle him down. The George has pitched a pretty good game till now. Umpire coming up to break it up. And so 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Strike 2. 2-0. One and 2. Two and 2. Bases are loaded. This might be the last hitter. Strikeout to end the inning. So, no runs, no hits, 3 left. After 3.5, 10-0 Warriors. Due up for Foxborough in the bottom of the 4th. Phil Gardino, Sean Sullivan, and Brian Dietzel. Due up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. What a roughing Nelsie. Still saying.
Came at a good time, huh?
Pitching for Sharon. Number 28. It's still Chris Pollard. About ready to come back for the bottom half of the 4th here. Chris Pollard still on the mound for the Sharon Eagles. He got rattled too here. Rattled here in the bottom of the 3rd. That was 8 runs on 6 hits inning. They had 2 ground outs and a strikeout for the 3 outs. The throw through, about ready to begin. If you're enjoying this coverage of today's Foxborough baseball game, and you'd like to see more of these games on the air, call us at Foxborough Cable Access, area code 508-543-4757. Now up for the Foxborough Warriors, number 4, Phil Gardino. 1 for 2 on the day with a double in the third. In the ground, in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. The line up the pitch. Fly ball. Deep left field. To the fence. It lands just in front of the fence for a double. 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Excuse me, I'm trying to fight a bee out here, a wasp. Now up for the Warriors, Sean Sullivan. Foul popped up to the shortstop. Sean Sullivan's 0 for 3 on the day. Now Brian Dietzel, he reached on a fielder's choice in the big third inning, and he's reached by now. And he scored 2 runs. 0 for a strike. Strike 2, 0-2 the count. Ball 1, 1-2. Gardino's on second. He hit a double. The lineup, the pitch. Grounder. Up the middle for a base hit. Play by the center fielder. Gets it in quickly. Wide turn. Dieter reaches on by a single. Runners at the corners. 1 out here. Foxborough is challenging again for another run here. It's threatening for another run here. Runners at the corners. Tim Cheney walked and scored in the third. He's hit a double. Ends up for ball 1. 1-0 is a count. One and one's the count. Foul tip, 1-2. Runners in the corners, 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. In the dirt. 2-2 to count. One out. 2-2 is a count. Ground up the middle. No, but it's going to go as a base hit. C9 single. Infield hit. Bases are loaded now. For Richie Cardici, he walked in the third in the big 8-run third, and he's grounded out. 0 for 1 there with a walk. First pitch to him is a strike. 1-0. 0-1. 0-1 count. Fly ball. Center field. Catch it. Runners tag from third. Run to show third. Safe. Goes a sacrifice fly. 1 run. Shogadino scored. Dito takes third. And Tim Cheney remains on first. 2 outs. 1 run in. Now Brian Moorehead. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Oh for a strike. 0-1 to count. No balls. 1 strike to count. To Moorehead. Strike 2. Runners are leading off the first and third. One and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners on the corners. Line drive, center field, rolling all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. 2 score for a double. Now up, Ross Gaffoon, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 straight, 2 singles and a strikeout. Now 13 to nothing Foxborough. And we got a pitching change. Coming on the pitch now. Dan Weiner. Going to right field. Number 23. No, 28, I'm sorry. Number 28, Chris Pollard. And she scored 13 to nothing here in the 4th inning. Here at the Foxborough High School field. Now on the mound for Sharon, number 34, Dan Weiner. Welcome back. Now up for the Foxborough Warriors, Russ Gaffoon. He's 2 for 3 on the day. The windup, the pitch. Oh, for a strike. $13-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We just had another pitching change. The 3rd pitcher. Grounder up the stop on the 2nd baseman. Over the 1st for the out. What a way to end the bottom half of the 4th. So, 4 hits, 3 runs scored, 1 left. After 4 innings, 13-0. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the fifth inning now between Foxborough and Sharon's 13-0 Foxborough. Now up for Sharon, Corey McHugh. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. He just got a first pitch strike. Second pitch. Fly ball. Deep. Goes all the way to the fence. He's going for trying to go for a triple. And he reaches for a triple. Leadoff triple here in the fifth inning. It's only the fourth hit given up today by Matt DeGeorge. Now up, Matt Healy. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Oh, first pitch strike. One and one to count. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The windup, the pitch. 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on third. McHugh with a leadoff triple here in the fifth. Two and two the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. The windup, the pitch. Full count. Three and two the count. Strike 3. Second strikeout from Healy. And that's DeGeorge's third strikeout of the game. Now up, Nick Sacco. He's flied out and reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch strike again. He's thrown first pitch strikes to each of the first three hitters here in the fifth inning. Oh, 1 to count. He held up. 1 and 1. They appeal to the base umpire. One and 1 to count. 2 and 1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Three and 1. Three ones to count. The windup pitch. Ball 4. Runs the corners now. And we got umpire to clean off the home plate. Runs the corners, 1 out here. Run on third with a hit a leadoff triple. And he walked the lead. Foul ball. 0-1 to count. No balls, 1 strike. Ryan takes off. Caught stolen. The play goes 2 to 4. 2 to 4 on the caught stolen. Two outs. Ryder's still on third. Inside for ball. Two and one's a count, I think.
Come on, Matthew.
The windup. The windup and the pitch. Up the middle for a base hit. Run scores. Shouts over. Ball by the center fielder, but he's going to hold for a single. Sharon Summer, he switches to a single. And Quinn McHugh scores, makes it 13-1. Well, shutout lasted 4 2/3 innings. Yep, Dean Weiner. 0 for 2 in the day. Pitch inside for ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Foul ball. 1-1. Foul tip. 1-2. The lineup and a pitch. 2-2. It's 13-1. Run on first, 2 outs. 1-2 is the count. Ground up the middle for a base hit. One is first hit of the game. He's 1 for 3 now. Summerhays takes second. Runners at first and second. It's like the George is getting tired out there. What's the coach going to do? He's going to keep him in there. Aaron Bremen, he's 1 for 1. He's singled and he's got hit by a pitch. Ground up the middle. 1 run's going to score. Maybe not. He's out. What a throw. Thrown out at home. Sometimes get thrown at home to end the inning. So, Brown will get credit for a single. So 4 hits, 1 run, 1 left, 2 left. So after 4.5 innings, it's 13-1. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning now with the score of 13-1. Duke boys here in the 5th inning. Mike Swanton, Matt Morshead, and Phil Gardino. The 3-4-5 here is the power of the lineup. Mike Swanson's 1 for 2 in the day with a double and reached by an error back in the first. He reaches his first pitch strike. Owen's the count. 0-2 is the count of foul ball. 0-2 is the count. 0-2 the pitch. Ball 1. One and 2 is the count. Grounder. Rule of foul ball. Down the third baseline foul. Still counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup in the pitch. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Nub out here in the bottom of the 5th. Leadoff hitter for the inning. Mike Swanson's up. Fly ball. Out to the shortstop. Swanson's 1 for 3 now. Now due up Matt Marshhead. He's 1 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a home run in the third. 3-run jobber. 3-run job in the third inning. The lineup and the pitch. Ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 2-0. Two and 1. Two balls, 1 strike to count. Way back, way back. Gone. His second home run of the game. Matt Morse with a home run here in the 5th. It's a 3-run home run, now a solo home run. Makes it now 14-1. Now with a solo home run here in the bottom of the 5th. For this Cable 8 Sports Special, what an impressive performance by the Warriors today, scoring 14 runs. On 13 hits. Now up, Phil Gardino for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He's 0-1 count. 0-2. To count. The pitch. Deep fly ball, way back. Caught by the center fielder in front of the fence. What a catch. Sharon Sullivan now up. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Just running the fence, that ball is caught. The lineup in the pitch. Foul tip. Wind up in the pitch. Strike two. Another foul ball. Third pitch is inning. Third pitch to Sullivan. 1-2. High for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. He strikes out in the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left. So 5 complete, 14-1. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. We're here in the top of the 6th inning now. 14-1 Warriors lead. Ground ball to the shortstop, over the first, in time for the out. Andrew Waterley with the ground out. Now due up for the Eagles. We've got a pitch hitter. Number 7. Josh Korean. Strike 1. Strike 2 off the catcher's mask. The windup and the pitch. 0-2 count. 1-2. One out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top half of the 6th. 2-2 the count. Three-two the count. Full count. Strike 3. Josh Korean strikes out. 2 outs here. Now up, Adam Silverberg. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He's singled, he's flied out, and he's also struck out. DeGeorge is his 1, 2, 3, 4th strikeout of the game. He had 4 Ks. 5 Ks. 5 strikeouts today. Fly ball to left field. And that's it. A 1-2-3 top half of the 6th. 5.5 in the books. 14-1 Foxborough leads. We'll be back. Welcome back. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning now. 14-1 Warriors lead. Now up Ryan Dietzel. And he reaches by hit by a pitch to begin the 6th. He's reached by narrow fielder's choice and single. Now he's reached by hit by pitch. Now up. We got a pitch hitter. Number 27. Christian Kenza. Grounder hits it to a double play. A 1-6-3 double play. Well, it's 2 outs now, where it's 1-6-3 double play. That was Christian Kenseth up. Pitching for Cheney. Strike one. Liner for a base hit. Richard Cardici reaches with a single to left field. Now up Ryan Morshead. He's 2 for 4 on the day. Single, double, a ground out, and a flyout. Strike one. Grounder, third baseman goes to second, throws it away. So Ryan Morse will reach for a fielder's choice. And error on the third baseman. Kadici's second. Now up. Number 5. Kenny Goodwin. Pops up to right field. Makes the catch. Well, that ends the inning. So one hit, one left, and after 6 complete, 14-1. I'll go back to the seventh inning, the final inning of a 7-inning high school baseball game. Now Corey McHugh, ball 1. He's tripled, walked, and lined out. The windup and the pitch. 2-0. That's a strike. 1-1. Oh, look. Mikey steps out. The pitch. Grounder to the third baseman. Over to first. In time. Two outs left in the game. Now we've got a pitch hitter. Andrew Palafirio. Poliferno. Oh, for a strike. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3. He's K'd him 2 outs. 1 more to go. We've got another pitch hit now, number 15. I don't have his. Sorry, but I don't have his name. He's not listed on the roster I have here. Oh, first pitch is a strike. Strike 2. And the pitch. Strike 3. Ball gets away from him. Catcher throws to first. Gets him out. That's the ballgame, folks. Foxborough wins 14-1. The big play of the game is Matt Moorehead's 2 home run performance, a 3-run home run, and a solo home run. Final score 14-1. Followed by Cable Light Sports. I'm Frank McDowell saying so long and goodbye. It's a strike. 1-0. 0-1. 0-1 count. Fly ball. Center field. Catch it. Runners tag from third. Run to show third. Safe. Goes a sacrifice fly. 1 run. Phil Godino scored. Dito takes third. And Tim Cheney remains on first. 2 outs. 1 run in. Now Brian Morshead. He's 1 for 3 on the day. All for a strike. 0-1 to count. No balls. 1 strike to count. To Morshead. Strike 2. Runners are leading off the first and third. One and two. One ball, 2 strikes. Runners on the corners. Line drive, center field, rolling all the way to the fence. 1 run scores. 2 score for double. Now up, Russ Gaffoon, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 straight, 2 singles and a strikeout. Now 11, 13-0 Foxborough. And we got a pitching change. Coming on the pitch now. Dan Weiner. Going to right field. Number 23. No, 28, I'm sorry. Number 28, Chris Pollard. They see the score 13-0 here in the 4th inning. Here at the Foxborough High School field. Now on the mound for Sharon, number 34, Dan Weiner. Welcome back. Now up for the Foxborough Warriors, Russ Gaffoon. He's 2 for 3 on the day. The windup, the pitch. Oh, for a strike. $13-0 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. We just had another pitching change. The 3rd pitcher. Grounder up the stop on the 2nd baseman. Over the 1st for the out. What a way to end the bottom half of the 4th. So, 4 hits, 3 runs scored, 1 left. After 4 innings, 13-0. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the 5th inning now between Foxborough and Sharon's 13-0 Foxborough. Now up for Sharon, Corey McHugh. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. He just got a first pitch strike. Second pitch. Fly ball. Deep. Goes all the way to the fence. He's going for trying to go for a triple. And he reaches for a triple. Leadoff triple here in the 5th inning. It's only the 4th hit given up today by Matt DeGeorge. Now up, Matt Healy. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Oh, first pitch strike. One and one to count. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The windup, the pitch. 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on third. McHugh with a leadoff triple here in the 5th. 2 and 2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. The windup, the pitch. Full count.